All right, guys. Real quick. So we just chatted. Gonna send another video your way, and then tomorrow, hopefully, I'll get that FRQ practice out to you. So the video today is going to be kind of just on motivation, some ideas, some theories on motivation. So hopping right in, a few different things, right? So we have needs. Those needs. Anytime we see needs in psychology, needs are going to be biological, right? So when you see needs attached to motivation, you're thinking like sleep, um, eating, water, oxygen, basic food. Those are needs. Okay, drives are the psychological states of desire. So you are driven for something, right? You are driven to breathe, because you need oxygen. You are driven to drive, no pun intended, to a store for food, right? So psychological states of desire, you have primary, that's like hunger and thirst, and then you have secondary, which is like stuff you learn to be driven for, like money, rewards, trophies, praise, stuff like that. Okay, homeostasis is that internal balance where the body it's all good, right? Temperature is 98.6, right? It is balanced. You are not starving, you are not gluttonous, right? You are homeostasis. There's a balance there. And then arousal, nervous system stimulation, adrenaline, pleasure, rewards, endorphins, all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. So the Yerkes-Dodson law, we kind of talked about this real quick, but Yerkes-Dodson law, relationship between performance and arousal, it is easily graphed. As arousal goes up, so does performance. But if arousal keeps going up, arousal keeps increasing, performance is going to drop, right? You are too aroused, you are too stimulated, right? And the same thing with the opposite if you are not aroused enough. So not too much, not too little. Moderate to high arousal equals peak performance. There is something called the optimal arousal theory. Again, there is for everyone a perfect and ideal amount of arousal for peak performance, right? Different tasks, different jobs, studying, tests, races, perform, whatever, different jobs, different objectives require a separate amount, a unique amount of arousal. The drive reduction theory, the goal is for homeostasis, to reduce a drive and return to homeostasis. So a deficiency in a biological need, like water, like food, like sleep. A deficiency in a biological need creates a psychological and internal drive, right? Some kind of behavior in order to motivate us to fulfill that drive, right? So again, here we go. Drive reduction theory, deficiency in a biological need, water or food, creates a psychological or an internal drive that motivates us to fulfill that need to return to homeostasis, right? So the need creates the drive, which creates a drive reducing behavior, parentheses, motivation. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you've got the graph or the image of this in the slide already, I believe. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So you can see the lecture. Self-actualization is at the top. Basic needs is at the bottom. You can't really go on to the next level of the hierarchy until the bottom level is met. Okay. All right. In incentive theory, motivated by positive reinforcement. The pull of external stimuli is what is driving you, right? So positive reinforcement, not water, not oxygen, not food, but something external, something learned, some kind of positive reinforcement, right? So this is different than the drive reduction theory because this deals with non-biological needs. This also deals with curiosity. Sometimes we're just motivated out of curiosity. We want to see what happens. Hey, watch this. So sometimes, curiosity would not be addressed at all in the drive reduction theory. Extrinsic motivation, external drive, or an external incentive, such as rewards, grades, money, praise, trophies, stuff like that. That's what drives us. Intrinsic motivation, the opposite, curiosity, achievement, inner pride, interest or passion in something, self-fulfillment. Those are internal or intrinsic motivating factors. The over-justification effect, the use or the presence of extrinsic, external rewards actually weakens our intrinsic, right? So when we are only performing for when we are only hold on a second. Okay, sorry. When we are only performing for external rewards, or when we are only performing for money, whatever it might be, when there's an absence of that, we don't have the same motivation, right? So there's this theory, this over justification effect, that the more often you use external rewards, the less likely you are to be intrinsically motivated. Self-efficacy, Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory, the belief in one's own ability. That is self-efficacy. Okay, so this relates to confidence, to motivation, to your social environment and how you interact in your social environment. It can be learned from modeling and observational learning. And then also self-efficacy also ties into learned helplessness. Locus of control, the beliefs that we have about the causes of what happens to us, right? So internal or external. So success happens because of me, right? We won the game because of my performance, because of that shot that I made, right? Or bad or failure, we lost the game because Joe Blow couldn't rebound, right? We lost the game because Allie whiffed on the cross I sent her, okay? I didn't learn the material because the teacher wasn't there, okay? So external. Reciprocal determinism, again, something from Albert Bandura. Your behavior is both influenced by your environment and also influences your environment, right? So behavior influences the environment influences behavior. There is that reciprocity. It is reciprocal, right? So a kid hates school, so he misbehaves in class, and then the teachers and the students kind of in return dislike that kid, right? So the kid did not like the environment, and then in return, his environment is not going to like him back. Okay. All right, moving quick. The cognitive dissonance theory. So the aim of motivation is to reduce the tension caused by inconsistency in one's thoughts or beliefs. Okay, so this is a little more complicated. Cognitive dissonance theory. The aim of motivation is to reduce the tension caused by an inconsistency in one's thoughts or beliefs. Okay, so if a belief is present with inconsistent behavior or inconsistent beliefs, that creates tension, okay? Otherwise known as cognitive dissonance. So basically, when your behavior contradicts your belief system or your previous beliefs, then that's going to kind of create some tension and some uncertainty and some confusion and maybe like a guilty conscience, right? So let's see here. You smoke, right? So you start smoking. Smoking is unhealthy. Smoking might lead to cancer. And so this kind of puts you in a state of stress, right? It's wrong, but you keep doing it. So you're kind of unhappy with yourself. You tell a lie. You told a lie. It was wrong. It was dishonest. And this kind of leads to this feeling of like a guilty conscience, right? An uneasiness in you. Littering is wrong, right? But you throw trash out the window. You keep driving down the road. It was wrong, and so now, oh well, do I turn around and go pick that up or not? And last thing here, social motivation, affiliation or acceptance, belonging. Being affiliated, being accepted. That you belong to something. And achievement. Achievement would be rewards and recognition and trophies and that kind of stuff, right? So both of those are a part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Affiliation is kind of the lower level, a sense of belonging, and then achievement is am I doing a good job? Am I getting promoted, right? Am I seeking further knowledge? Am I seeking further success? All right, so there's kind of the intro to motivation. I'll send out an assignment to you pretty quick, then I'll send out that FRQ stuff as well. All right, see you guys.